Welcome back to the second video of this rebuild series. Today we're going to be pulling the engine, or starting out of the release. I don't really know how much we're going to get done. And for somebody that's never really, done a whole lot with cars, this is going to be an experience, so I don't know how this is going to go. But to get the frame rails fixed, the engine needs to be pulled, so we're going to do that. And my theory is, if I can't get these frame rails fixed, I want to keep the engine anyway and just get a roller since I already have it. So I guess we'll figure out what we're doing then. I'm not even sure my whole idea behind this. I'm kind of just going into this blindly, but that makes it more fun, I guess. Rebuild with no experience. So yeah, like I said, we're going to get started on pulling the engine. I guess we're going to start with disconnecting everything that I can visually see. I've been watching a bunch of videos on it and stuff. There's so many different videos that just don't go in depth, so I hope I figured out enough stuff already. But as you guys can see here, there's no way that this is really going to come out without that frame rail being moved. So I guess I don't really know how I'm going to get that. Come along to a tree maybe and try to just pull it a little bit off there. If so, then that'll make it a little bit easier, but I don't really know. I don't know how much of this I'll be able to get recorded because probably won't even be able to see a lot of the stuff that's going to go on, so I'm not sure how much is going to actually get recorded, but try to do whatever I can. And I'm probably going to have some GoPro footage in this video, unlike the last video where I said there would be. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and get started on this now. Also, there's a lot of odds and ends on here that, this is the headlight, part of the wiring harness that goes to the headlight. That'll have to be fixed. And there's also a hose or something right under this blue tape. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that goes to, but it looks like it was just ripped off, so I'll have to figure that out. Also, the battery with this car is a Nissan battery, and it looks pretty new, honestly. So I'm hoping that it's actually still good, because that would save me quite a bit of money. I know I have one right there, but I just took that from my dad, not mine. And this headlight looks like it's in pretty good condition. Maybe I could sell that or something. The other one's just gone. So we're gonna go ahead and get started on this teardown now. To anyone also pulling their engine out of their G or Z, when you guys have to disconnect the wiring harness, this one comes off super easily. It's right up here. You just push on this button back here and pull down, and it comes right out. But for this other white connector up here, you can't really see it. There's tabs on the side that need to be pushed in, and then you can actually pull it out, or pull the lever kind of same way as this. But there's two tabs on either side that need to be pushed in, and I think you can unbolt that little white part and drop the whole thing down so that you have easier access to it. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that because I can't see anything from right there.
Fuel lines question?
I don't know if that's what these are. Oh, yep. That's fuel line.
Figured it out.
That's definitely a fuel line.
It smells like gas.
You think? I guess I can remove the question mark. So anyone that's also pulling their engine and you're taking your bolts off of your headers or whatever those are called, there's two facing the front bumper, and then there's one facing the cats on there. For these, just honestly, gather as many extensions as you have, and you'll also probably want a swivel and then a breaker bar. They came off pretty easily after I put some liquid wrench on them. They weren't that bad, just kind of went straight in through here. And now we're gonna have to do the other side, which honestly looks a little bit easier. We'll probably go right down through here and straight onto there with all of our extensions. Oh my God.
Did you actually fucking lose it?
That's literally gone. Yeah, if you guys are gonna do this, I would 100% recommend a swivel. It makes this a lot easier to do than not having one. Yep, there we go. And then pop the impact on there and finish it off just because if anybody's wondering, about 2 feet is good. I got all of them with about 2 feet in extensions. So it's kind of all you'll need. This really needs to get bent back so that this engine can come out. Not even a lot, just a little bit. I mean, this one, clearance, perfect. And I've been taking painter's tape and just covering all the holes. That was like that when I got the car. I don't know why. Pretty sure that has something to do with the intake. I've just covered every hole so nothing really gets into them. And probably not 100% necessary, but and then I've been labeling stuff. Just definitely keep track of where your bolts, put anything back if it'll go on there, just until you put it back on all the way. Just keep track of your stuff. don't drop anything in the engine, obviously. There's a lot of pretty good videos on this though. This isn't going to be the one that's like a guide on how to pull it, because this is the first time I've ever even pulled an engine or tried to pull an engine. These were really annoying to get out, and I don't know why. I don't know if I was trying to get them out wrong. And I pinched this yellow wire here just a little bit. I don't think I pinched it enough to actually, you know, go through it or anything, but it's kind of scares me. Obviously I don't know what it's to. There's about 100 wires here, probably more. And that white wiring harness in there, I still haven't got that off yet because I don't actually know how. So I'll have to, you know, go back to that. I guess I'm gonna go ahead and try to get those other 2 bolts on the headers, or like I said, I don't even really know the word for that. That one you have to get from under the car coming towards this way. These ones are actually probably easier to get than that one. And I don't know about the OT sensors on the cats. I don't know where those go and get wired into. These hoses also, if you twist them before you pull these hoses off, they come off a lot easier. So just take like a pair of channel locks and just give them one twist and then wiggle it out. Those come out a lot easier. Probably be also easier to get this one over here if you removed this, which I just haven't bothered doing. And I've seen people take off the whole like belt system here to get the power steering pump off and the AC compressor off, so that they didn't have to, I believe, get that re-refrigerated, and so that they didn't have to bleed the system in this. But everything is all so messed up already. I'm pretty sure I can get away with just removing this bolt here, and I took off these lines over here. So I believe that stuff will just come right out without actually having to take any of these belts off, which I really want to avoid because I don't know much about how that has to be put back on and how it has to be tensioned, or if it has to be tensioned, or, you know, anything like that. It's honestly not that hard. Yeah, it's honestly really not that hard to pop that off. I'll come back when I get something hopefully bigger sorted. I mean, this whole thing is pretty big, and I'm not going to be pulling the engine today. I'm just going to be getting it ready. There's a bunch of dirt in here. Going to be getting it ready to be pulled. You know, the windshield wiper cap was in the radiator. I have no idea where this video left off because I keep forgetting to do outros in these videos. So this is the outro to the video that I forgot to do. I think it just kind of abruptly ended, but I'm going to try to do these videos every Friday, and not sure exactly what time, but definitely every Friday, and I got a couple lined up already. So I appreciate you guys watching. Thank you. See you guys later.